The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading, or good afternoon to Aurora. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Please correct me on how to pronounce it if I did mispronounce it. Hello, Mr. G. Guys are here before me. How you all doing today? So, let's take a look at the markets overnight. See how we're doing. Awesome. Good. We see the ES did rise up, got above 3,800 last night, and then London killed it. London ES is falling down, my fair lady. And so we had about a 53 point range on the ES. NQ got up to 534.5, and its low was my messy charts make it hard to see sometimes. Actually, just about 190 points of range on the NQ. Kappa got about 120 ticks of range. Gold. The gold's been kind of flat. I guess not as flat as it looks. Wick down the very first candle down to 1809. Popped back up all the way up to 1833. So that's 24 points. Treasury, UltraBond, high 150.02, the low 148.01. So, actually, 147. It's about 2.5 points of range. Crude and Wednesday. Oh, this is natural gas, making a new daily high as I speak. About what less than 400 ticks of range. Oops. And last but not least, crude oil. What can crude do for you? No. Crude again got up to 122, wicked up, came down. Almost the exact spot as yesterday's high. A little bit more. About 2 points of range, almost 2 points of range exactly. About mid-range now, and that's where we sit. As we look at the markets, and NQ is being kind of topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy. So welcome, Aurora. Hope you're having a good day. I haven't seen you before, so welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. If you like what you see, I hope you decide to subscribe, become part of the herd. And that like button's always appreciated as well. So we see NQ's trying to head down here. Did send a short signal. First to send it into that uptrending band. Now this would have been a better one to take, but I've just missed it. Let's see, in agriculture, we can kind of flat. Euro coming down there. Is that on the... I didn't think so. We can see BTC's back under 22,000. It did touch under 21,000 on last evening. Be interested to see how far that's going to fall. Oh, wow, Fennemark. Fennemark is... Yeah. If someone can trade successfully on Fennemark, then they are an awesome trader. Or I can't do it. So looking at how things would have traded overnight, this one that wouldn't have taken, but it would have been good. Nice little move. And this one here, this is the... Nice. Wouldn't have taken that there. I don't know. That one might have faked me out. I can't say it wouldn't have. Hey, Mr. G, let her breathe. So while there's like nothing going on yet here, let me continue. I'm gonna chart out my overnight to see how NQ traded. Ooh, that would have been ugly right here. Look at that. Eh. That's pretty much what started that upside. Now, if I'd been smart, I would have got out as soon as I hit that upper band. But I can never count on being smart. So I'm going to count that as a loss. And then here's where the uptrend starts. Really well. Actually, it started back here. This little move here came about 11 o'clock my time. And then the long signals have been good all night, for the most part. See, this would have been a good one. And this short signal popped here. I don't think I would have took it. You see how it bounded back up and then it came down some. Wouldn't have taken this one here into these downward trending bands. And this short signal would have been the one that next one to catch my eye. See how this one came up here and pulled back. That's kind of what I would have expected, these downward trending bands. Once it broke here, that would have been the candle to jump on. Well, actually, you shouldn't jump on candles because the way you land could be very uncomfortable. And see here, that same curl, down, up, down. This one would have been the candle to get in on. Then we got into chop. Chop, chop, chop. And I wouldn't have taken this one. But this one, I might have. Hopefully I've been smart enough not to take that long signal there. But let's chart out this one here. That was crude. What crude? You're being rude. Yeah, that would have stopped me out. And the next one. Next one would have been good. Good. Mr. G is taking up the role of being our interviewer. And now we're back to where we're at. And this would have been a good, decent. It hasn't gone 50. Maybe it hasn't? Let me see. 393, and then the 376. What's 3? That should have. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. So we're giving me 15 points. Check out. Excuse me a minute. Someone's asking me about micro copper. If anyone's interested, I trade a little of everything. Mostly been on NASDAQ, much to my chagrin. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. I probably shouldn't say words that I don't know if I'm saying right. So tomorrow is FOMC, 2 p.m. Haven't decided whether I'm doing an extended stream or not. Kind of make that decision on the fly. Usually on FOMC days, I do this all-day stream, but haven't decided yet for tomorrow. Play it by ear. But anyway, FOMC, there's now talk that we might see 100 basis points. Now I think it's going to be 75, but if we see 100 basis points, we're going to see the market turn terribly red. Oh yeah, good point. I didn't check the news yet. Yep, US PPI report, year over year, month over month, coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, as well as Canadian manufacturing sales also coming out then. And at 11 a.m. Eastern, Biden is speaking on the economy. So we have that. Tomorrow morning at 8:30, we have U.S. retail sales month over month, and U.S. core retail sales, New York Fed manufacturing, U.S. import prices. Whole bunch of news tomorrow. Hello, Marquito. How you doing? So, lots of news over the next few days. So, about 13 minutes from the top of the hour. Nothing much going on right now. We see NQ coming down, ES coming down. I'm going to quickly mute and eat some breakfast. Got some eggs in front of me. Keep watching the markets as I do, of course. But right now they seem to be going in one direction. And I didn't jump in on that. That'd been nice. It's come down like about 30 points since that signal fire. Quick pop up here at it from NQ. Up about 12 points. ES about 3. Right up to that EMA line. Moves down as that pops up. And back down as it hits there. That gold looks like I should have taken that gold. That would have been, yep, that was a nice, that was exactly what I'm looking for. As it breaks that EMA line. Next, this would have been a great little trade. Hey CBR, how you doing? Did you sleep? Uh, yeah, sorry guys. Kind of reading an email there. It's a big move down there on gold. And I've like totally lost this tab. There we go. Oh, oh wow. Sorry to hear that, CBR. I mean, I know it's good for money reason, but I know going back to work sucks. So how much trading will you still be able to do, CBR? Missed a short both on crude and gold there. Crude came down nicely as well. Eggs are eaten. Bet you're all happy about that. Y'all like my egg eating updates. Excuse me one second. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. Oh, short signal there on that Q. Pop back up, pop back down. Oh, it looks ugly. So do I want to jump back in, or do you think we can gonna continue to come down. We are about 5 minutes in the top of the hour. They pop right back up. Let's see if it comes back down. Got a little pop there on gold as well. Now it seems like NQ does not want to go. Out, CBR. The last evening was a little hard to trade. Got it in on this short here as it got back down below where that signal fired. A little late by 4 points. It's the story of my life. See if it continues down. 10-point stop, 15-point profit target, but I'll cut it if it goes into profit and gives me a little bit of money. But if it bursts down, it gives me room. Nice. There we go. Yep. Bounced. We bounced there on what 355s. Trying to see if it continues to come down. Yep. Green candle. Back to my entry. Fortunately, I think I'm going to be in this trade through the top of the hour. Yeah. Nice little push down here would be nice. Right now it's looking like we have 2 green candles. Yep. Wow. Stop out. Another nice day. So I should have took the quick 50 bucks, I guess. Top of the hour there. So it wicked up to stop me out there and then tried to come back down. Now it's trying to come back up. Keep getting interrupted. Don't know why I fucking try anymore. So let me look at that. Let's look at ES on that trade. Would have popped back up by 2.5 points, then came down. Only came down a point and a half. I guess I just got in too deep there. We were into the bands. Probably shouldn't have jumped there. Now there's a wow. Yeah, boom. Oh, there's a candle for you. Holy wow. 36 points up. Pull back a little bit. ES up 6.5. More than that. Crude popped up there as well by 18 ticks. Wow. So not sure if we got some sort of news there. If that was just, I mean, I noticed we do get a little pop at 7. I'm not sure there's some sort of market that comes online at that time of day, or 8 o'clock Eastern. Let me see. Financial juice. Nothing about anything important on financial news. You were able to grab that quick, Mr. G? Good job. I just don't react to those moves. Usually, if I try and jump in I see a big candle like that, I end up getting at the wick and before it comes back down. So I see it is coming back up, so I guess I should have jumped back in. I mean, jumped in there and grabbed that. Yeah. Gold, slowly grinding up. What's BTC doing? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's sticking around 22 right now. It's actually up about 1,000 from its, a little over 1,000 from its low. But it's gonna be, tomorrow's FOMC meeting uh, could be what decides the summer. Honestly, it could be a hot bear summer. Yes, I created that. Isn't that silly? Anyway, hot bear summer. If they do 100 basis points tomorrow, which a couple of people have said is possible, I doubt it. They've never done 100 basis points before. But if they do, it'll be the first time in history, and it's going to send the markets deeply red. They're expecting 75. So 75, you're going to get the initial reaction, and then you're probably going to see a slight move up just because everyone's relieved that it's not 100. And if it's 50, then you're going to probably see the markets explode upwards for a while because they expected 75. Oh, I agree. They do need to do 75, and I'm expecting 75 is what everyone's expecting, which is why there's that people are scared that it might be 100 because 75 is what everyone was expecting before those inflation numbers on Friday. So we came up, did try to continue coming up, and now we're kind of just hanging here at right around 400. And you can see, look at the overall 15 here. You know, we were hanging around this 400 mark a bunch last evening when I was streaming on Sharevision. Down, up, down, up. It just finally got away from it. Now it's come all the way back down to it. Low for this session, 11,344. Low of yesterday, 11,285. Remember that 11,285 is the lowest we've been on NASDAQ since November of 2020. $400 acting as resistance right now. So we're kind of watching to see how it kind of faded after that big candle, just kind of faded right back down. It's actually turning the EMA line from white to blue, which means it's back to moving downward. It looks like we're about ready to get a short signal here. We did. I hate it when they hang like right there. See, you know, this is one of those spots where it could go either way, which kind of sucks. You can see here how it hangs. The bands are pretty much straight. It's like a dangling participle. I don't remember what that is. I know it's something English. Can you guys hear my fan noise? I got a fan blowing on me that I think the mic's picking up, but I don't know how annoying it is. That's awesome, Mr. G. You're wonderful at this. I should just pay you to trade for me. So, probably should have. I mean, I'm looking for candles that pierce the SMA line. I mean, the EMA line, sorry. This one did. Only getting the short signal here, maybe. This is possibly. It's just barely. We'll see. I'm not going to jump in here. But let's see if I use that candle. Where we would go. Let's see if we would get 15. I may end up just start looking for 10. I gotta figure out the exact strategies I want to use. Like I got stopped out in the last one, but the last one was it's a bad entry. Morning, my mare trade. Yep. Bitcoin back under 22. Yeah, that's a. I see that, Mr. G. Good call. This is kind of just kind of grinding here. I don't know. Yeah, pull back. Yeah, I'm gonna probably set something like that up here at some point for NQ. Back up to this EMA line, trying to bounce off a bit. Not sure where it wants to go. These are kind of smaller candles too now this time in the morning. Remember, we do have news in about 15 minutes. I don't remember how much this sends the market rolling. I don't. It's since it's not sticking in my mind. I don't think it's huge, but probably enough to get some nice volatility. Which means you should really be careful if you're in a trade when that news hits. Yeah. They're just hanging on that EMA line now. Not going anywhere. So it looks like it's waiting. What? And Mr. G, what did you get delivered? Long signal, so never did go anywhere on that short signal. So glad or even that break. So it's kind of curled back up. Long signal. But we're just a few minutes of news, so I'm just staying on. What did you get delivered? Gold here again. Gold's been kind of the star of that gold signal there. May have faked me out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and do that. You work on rearranging it tonight. Fortunately, I have it. Right now I'm only because I'm on the pro plan and not the premium plan. I'm only allowed 10 tabs or 10 chart layouts. So if I change something around, then I got to get rid of something. So I mean, like I could probably do it over here because I already have the 15 and the 1 here, so I can add a 5 and a hourly charter over here and just get rid of ES on here and just watch ES on the 1 minute. But yeah, so I'll probably try and do that for tomorrow morning and see how it goes. Or even tonight on Sharevision. I'm not going to make people watch me change my charts around on live on stream. You see NQ is popping up. So it's always the one I don't take the signals, but 391 up to 404. Now that quick 10 points, although you can see again we're trying to get above this 400 area and stick. You can see on ES on the 1 hour chart, actually, it sent us a nice short signal there. Would have been a very nice move down. I was sleeping. Gotta figure out how to eliminate this sleeping thing. No, I'm kidding. Kinda. And the 30-minute chart sent a very nice signal as well. How's everyone else doing today? Let me know in the chat how things are going. It's kind of quiet today. Haven't seen a bunch of the regulars yet. No Black Beauty, no Zabak, no G Cart. Been seeing V Livingston, Becca. Wow, dude, got yourself a gallon of gas there, Matt. We're stagnating right under 400 again, which is where we, kind of, we burst up here, but immediately rejected down as, so we're just kind of hanging here. This has been an important zone. Like I said, even last night, around 400 is where it kept China, almost like 400 was a magnet. Projecting down here, we are about 5 minutes from the news. Ooh, look at gold all of a sudden do a little bursty burst. Actually, this would have been an excellent long signal here, but it was hard to tell because we were kind of squeezy, rangy type of thing. I'm really coming up with these great terms today, ain't I? Squeezy, rangy. And you can see here, but this would have been a great little signal to grab. Actually, though, it would not have been that great. Well, yeah, going for a point and a half to 2 points, it would have, yeah, I would have point and a half. So these wick downs would have killed me, but you can see here, this would have been a great candle right here. Either one of these. This one better, as they wick down, double wick down to the same area. This one burst back up through that EMA line, and this led to boop, and then the boop, and the boop. watching this here. Continuing to watch and wait and wait and watch. Agriculture. Let's look at agriculture here in the couple minutes before the news. Nice short signal there on soybean oil. One thing I hate about the agriculture is that it does that closing thing between 8:45 and 9:30, and you can't hold any contracts between that time. So, like, right here it's sending a short signal, but I'm not going to jump in on that signal when I have to close out the position in 15 minutes. If I'm jumping in on a 15-minute chart, I'm often looking to hold for longer than just one 15-minute candle, especially on something that moves slower. But I can't. So that's one of the issues I have with agriculture. I'm not saying I would take this here anyway. It seems to be moving kind of slowish anyway. But there's other days that it looks great, but I just won't take the trade because I gotta close it by 7:45. Oh, wow! There's the news. 30 points up. No, 40 went up 40 points. Ah, hey, Matt, I should have did a 10-10 on this. It didn't pull back at all. I mean, at the start of the candle. We're up 33 points here. Interesting how it sent a short signal right before the event. It actually dipped down by 10, and now boom, boom up. It did hit that third band. You can see it pulling back all the way. Both hit the third bands. Not taking the long signal off of this. I'm waiting to see whether or not it's going to continue that direction. Crude continuing up. Gold continuing up. Not much of a reaction from there. UltraBond. UltraBond really. So just the equities having an opinion here so far. Up. I should have taken the long signal. Back up 16 points. Let's go check out the Let's go check out what the news was. Boom, 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 boom. US PPI year over year, actual 10.8. The forecast was 10.9. So it beat forecast? Oh, it didn't beat forecast. I'm not confused. It's showing red. This is why I don't try and do this. It's also OPEC news. OPEC output fell by 176 barrels per day in May, missing target for increase under the OPEC Plus deal. Oh, world oil demand is to average 100.29 million barrels per day in 2022, exceeding the 2009 pre-pandemic level. So I don't know if we missed or hit, or honestly, I don't know if the numbers are good or bad, and they're showing them in red, so I'm assuming they're bad. I'm still not wonderful on the whole financial news thing. But this would have been a good trade to grab. So we finally broke above that 400. We're up to about 433. In this topsy-turvy market, that seems to be correct. Mr. G, did you grab any of it? You seem to be on fire today. Which, if we need a fire extinguisher, let me know. Your stream is up to codes and all safety precautions. So seriously, this has been a great trade here. It's up 30 points. I mean, since the news, it's up 50 plus points. So now, why didn't I take that there? Well, it wicked up through the bands, and that gave me pause. A lot of times, especially on the news, you see it, burst up, wick up through the bands, come down, and the next candle you start seeing it turn red. So I stayed out. Should have went in with a micro. Let's see how it looked on the 15 here. 15-minute chart burst through, sending us long signals there on the 15-minute chart. Now, do have downtrending bands, but they're far, far away, about 70 points away. So we'll come back. We're going to see how this is doing here in a little less than 10 minutes. See if we want to try and make a play, maybe with a micro, off of a long signal here that fired on the 15. There's the 5-minute. You can see, yeah, we are pulling back now. See how much it's pulled back on this first 5-minute candle. See, there's the dip. Oh, it's down by 15, so it's already pulling back. Now, we'll have to watch to see if it does one of these kind of burst up and then come back down. Initial reaction, oh, we love this. Then they're like, oh my god, I hate this. Meanwhile, off that OPEC information, you see crude. I think crude might be at its high of the day. If not, it's really close. There's 122.37. We're at 122.35. So, yeah, that's pretty close. Natural gas made a new high of the day. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That was a missed opportunity. Not that I had traded natural gas, but I probably should when it sends reversal candles like that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reversal candle, which led to a $1,000 candle down. I have yet to find a trading view alert that can alert me to this kind of candle. And I'll love it because this kind of candle is so, you know, works so often that I'll be willing to take a chance on something like that. You can see the actual natural gas is actually giving us beautiful moves overnight. This move here, the short signal, that dumped by almost 200 ticks. And you see how it grinded back up there, and look how this candle right here on the second long signal, beautifully in the middle of that EMA line, and it's grinded up since then. That full move over 200 ticks, and then now it's reversing back down. Those have been beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moves. I'm annoying today, aren't I? Oh, and there's a look at Crude go. Now it's up to 122.52. We'll continue to look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ's kind of just leveling out, so we'll continue to fawn over Crude here for a minute. Let's see here. What's our recent high? That's 122.75 here on that wick there. Here, 123.18. 128.318, which you hit last Wednesday, was our high since March. So I'll have to keep an eye on that with the fact that OPEC's saying demand's going to increase and they did not increase production. It's something to watch. We could be seeing oil head back up to 130. And I mean, obviously, as a day trader, overall price levels aren't that big of a deal, where we expect it to go because we just go with the ebbs and flows. But for our gas tanks, not that I drive. I don't drive. At least not at this point. But everybody else's gas tanks and cost of food because of people having to spend gas, etc., etc. Meanwhile, gold's continuing to try and grind up, kind of leveling out here around 11,430, around 37.76 on ES. Still grinding up here back, so nice big candle there, 18 points. Up above 11,450 now. Everything's green right now. UltraBond is kind of did react somewhat green, pulled back and now trying to green. Copper's green, Russell's green, natural gas is kind of blah. NQ, ES, gold, all. Maybe Kermit the Frog was wrong. Maybe it is easy being green. Morning, Ace. How's it going? Gold with a big drop down here. Kind of out of the blue. Blue. Thank you, Ace. Yep. Good reminder. If you don't mind, folks, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the content, if you enjoy my stupid jokes or my occasional breaking into song, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Kind of stuck lately here on the number of subscribers. Haven't had a new subscriber now in like about a week. Oh, I take that back. Number just literally went up. But I did not get a notification on who. So whoever the new subscriber is, thank you and welcome. I appreciate you being here. Short signal on NQ coming down to that EMA line. EMA is obviously still uptrending. It's white. See, gold did dip down there, and you see it broke the band and bounced right back up. Long signal firing there now. Long time ago. Strong long. Long strong. Maybe I should have jumped. Yeah, I should have. I was kind of hesitant. I gotta stop being hesitant. Gotta stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Ooh, short signal there. Fire, and that was a nice little pierce of the EMA line. Strong candle there. But popping back up. Popping fresh dough. See how those bands are coming up to kind of meet this. So it gives me a little bit of pause. Yep. It's kind of stuck there at 422. Did take the short there. Yep, right back up to my entry. It's going to bounce back up, I bet. Oh, maybe not. Come on. There we go, pushing down. Taking it off the table there, struggling. So in at 421, out at 415. And so 21, 15, 6.5 points. That's a $130 winner. We'll see if I chickened out too fast. But it's a winner nonetheless. Huh? See a little, yeah. Ended up being a doji there and popping back up. It's actually right back to where I entered at, so I'm happy there. Not overtly happy, but give me a second. I'll update the P&L. So now down there's 85. There we go. So it came back up to where I had entered at, and now it's trying to come back down. But I'm not upset about missing more. I'm thinking that my strategy needs to become more of quick hits for now. when I'm working off, at least when I'm working off the 1 minute chart on NQ, instead of, yeah, 15 points is wonderful, but if it looks like it's coming back, and here, see, it came right back up again. So just grab what I can grab. Ace, usually by now, especially if I'm taking a winner, you just say you got your 2 points. We are staying below that SMA line. There we are, 6 minutes on the top of the hour, which means we're about 36 minutes from that bell. Ding, ding, dong. Ouch. Still trying to come down. Coming down, down, down. So here's the 5 minute chart. You can see how on that move up, it wicked into the third band. This is the third band on the 15. Sorry, on the 5. And halfway toward that fourth band, that was a good indication of this reversal here that is down by 37.5 points on this 15-minute candle. I'm sorry, 5-minute candle. So that would have been a great reversal play there. I'm not sure I would have trusted it, only because we see how the wick did come down back inside the band. So, I mean, it reversed almost on the dime there. Only this candle only had one point of heat. But that was a definite play there. We see here it was kind of above the RSI Bollinger as well, which is another great indication. Let's look at the 15. 15, we did hit the Bollinger RSI. It's the only real indication there on the 15. It just sent me that long signal, but you can see we had downtrending bands, and I probably would not have taken that huge candles. When you have huge candles out of nowhere, often indicate at least a reversal on the next candle. You can see like here, this candle came out of nowhere back here, and you see it reverse some. Now it did go, but it reversed some first, and that's usually the case. And so you had to get out probably at the right time here anyway, because you see it's kind of trying to grind back up all the way up to 426. And it's gonna try and send a long signal here in a minute. quiet day today here in the chat. Oh, coming back down now. So kind of bounced, got above that EMA line and then came right back down. We're still, I mean, we kind of broke above it. You know, obviously we got up to 476, but we quickly came back down to right in the neighborhood of that. I had to burp. That 11,400, hovering above it. Crude hit a high of 122.58. A couple of times there. Now pulling back. Up, crude desk open. I didn't really, yeah, dumb. Not watching my time. So this is a crude desk opening. About 20 ticks down. So things have just, I mean, we're rangy right now. Rangy mutt. So this is probably a good time to remind everyone that I am on Sharevision every evening for the Asia session. Love to have you come join me there. Sunday through Thursday evenings at 7:45. I'm 13 followers away from getting full monetization there. So if anyone feels like going over there and signing up and following me, I would appreciate it. The link is in the video description and Nightbot posted in the chat. We trade 2 hours and sometimes up to 3 hours. Oh, look at crude. So let's get rid of that and watch crude. Big burst up here. Just hit 123.12, just dipped back under 123, but that was quite the explosion there. Probably shouldn't use that term with crude oil, but hey. Okay. Oh, they're continuing up. What did I say was that recent high? Oh, wow. Yeah. Big candle there. This hit a high of 123.30. Did I say? What did I say? 123.18. So we are now at a high we have not seen since March. You can see on the 15 here, it gave us a long signal here at 8:30. We could have jumped up and tried to nail this. Never quite know what's going to happen when the desk opens, but beautiful move up if you had the horrible move for those that need to put gasoline in their cars. Oh, I just say, I got a win earlier, and I'm like, if I'm getting a win here, I'm surprised Ace hasn't said he got his 2 points. So we're going nowhere fast on the indices. Oh no, I was just getting some stuff off my desk and did a trash can. Wow, this mic is too sensitive. I ate breakfast like right after the stream starts now, base. Yep. So we are kind of squeezy here. But, yep, looking like it wants to come down. NQ still hanging right above that 400 mark. ES around 37.73. there it goes down. So, yep, ace called it. I should have grabbed it. I should never doubt the ace. Mr. G, I read that as sitting on your hands till it hits 1,000. I'm like, wow, that would be quite the drop. Then I realized you meant 10 o'clock. So yeah, that was a perfect move there. Both you can see, it hung around here, and then a strong candle through the EMA line, and then boom, down 4 points here so far. Ace is the place for the. Huh. I gotta work on this. Ace is the place for the E. I don't know. I can't come up with anything creative. Give me 1 second. Responding to somebody. Oh, nothing was happening anyway. So we're just consolidating at a lower level. Again, NQ came down to 401 and didn't break 400. Oh, ace. You find you find nuts every day. Wait a minute, that didn't sound right. Either either the point is you're way more talented than a blind squirrel. Last blind squirrel that I let trade my account only had like a 25% win rate. It's pulled back at that high of 123.37. It's pulled back by 60. And right back up to the 419, 420 area on NQ. Back up to 72 on ES. So we're tight right now. 15 minutes from the open. Bands are well far apart on the 5 minute to 15 minutes, so it's got room to roam. And yeah, we're good. See where we go. Let's see how everything else is doing. Copper's deciding it doesn't where it wants to go. Looks like the pound got pounded. Yen coming down a little bit. Gold about mid-range. It has been coming down. Silver though, look at that beautiful move on silver. Silver and gold. Platinum. Wheat popped up. Here's the UltraBond. The UltraBond's 15-minute chart looks ugly. Ew. There's the crude. Crude would have been beautiful. Look at natural gas. So off of that short signal there, it's come down well over $2,000 a contract. We see gasoline futures heading down. That's where things are. Bitcoin trying to hang on to 22,000. Absolutely boring right now. So, y'all got anything to talk about? Trading or not trading? Anything? I'm open. Just no politics or thermonuclear dynamics. Little pop up here. At this point, I think we're going to stay flat to the open, which may be a mistake. ES is actually already popped up by 2 points, so that would actually a nice little trade. NQ is only popped up by 8 points. Either way, would have been a nice little trade. Hey, Burl, how you doing? Ooh. Besides me belching up a storm, I'm doing good. Oh yeah, this would have been a good, very good signal here. Excellent signal, up 4 points, 11 points here. So, you know, I'm really thinking I need to lift my ban on taking trades close to the open because they've been working. I've been keeping a spreadsheet, and most of these signals right before and right after the bell have been working. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. We're watching, waiting, hoping, praying, waiting. Got just a little over 10 minutes until the ding ding dong. Down $85 on the day. For me, that's a good day. Self-depreciating humor. Yep. I come up with a bunch of new technical terms here on the stream. Like whoosh. Boom, 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 boom. It really has for a while now. I mean, it has recovered about $1,500 from its low last evening, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how low it goes. It could end up tomorrow's FOMC meeting is gonna be the deciding factor for a lot of things, I believe, and I mean, I think we've seen that, everyone said that Bitcoin, isn't tied to anything. It's a hedge against inflation and all this. But Bitcoin's all tied in now to the ebbs and flows of the overall market. So, tomorrow's FOMC meeting will decide if this ends up being a hot bear summer. There is still talk about, well, I mean, no one knows for sure until the meeting, but there are some speculating. I doubt it'll happen, but there are some speculating that we could see 100 basis points. And if we do, that's going to send the market red. Now, if we only see 50 basis points, that's going to probably send things green because everyone's expecting 75. Hot bear summer. I'm I I should hashtag that. Chib made a nice move up there. If Shib ever hits like $1, then yes, I know it's never gonna hit $1. If Shib ever hits $1, I'm like a multi-millionaire. Not gonna happen. And yes, I know that. So we wait now. We have about just 5 short minutes to that sweet bell. As NQ pulls back here by about 10 points, 11 points. A beautiful long there on the ace. I totally missed your computer runs on gravity comment ace. Oh wait, actually, the last thing ace said was short signal. I don't know. I got lost. I should have went. I mean, I saw it too, and I even said I should go here, but closer to the bell, so I didn't. But I need to stop. I need to stop with that bias and not playing close to the bell, and just being ready to exit right before the bell. Now we're firing short signals. uh, yeah, I'm not. I'm here just creating weird hashtags and not actually paying attention to the chat, or I'm paying attention to it but not comprehending it. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Nice move down here right before the bell as well. About 15 points down off that short signal. Yes. See, the market needed reminded that ES had said that Ace had said short earlier, and immediately started talking about it and went short. See, there's another beautiful move here. 20 points down. And really, that's, when you think about it, I would rather take an elevator up and walk down. It's less strenuous. Good morning, RJ. Joined us just in time to talk about thermonuclear dynamics, elevators, and hashtag hot bear summer. So we are just a few minutes from the bell. Literally 1 minute from the bell. CNQ sending us a short signal on the 5 minute. Right there. Move over to 5 minute and 1 minute charts as we watch the open. Hey, Black Beauty, everything okay? Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. There's the bell. I know you all love the way I make bell sounds. Pop up here by about 12 points. Pop up there by about 2. Nope. Back down. Doji. Red. Oop. Decided red. So wait till I start singing Taylor Swift's Red. I gotta listen to that today and get the lyrics down. Hey, male gossip. Cool, so just taking a break for today or week. So we're down about 15, 17 points. Not moving real fast, no high velocity yet. Hey, Terry. And then we're back to a doji here. So definitely not high velocity in any way, shape, or form. Yep, ooh, big move back up on NQ there. So now we're green by 25 points. There's some velocity. And right back down. No follow through in either direction. Hey, stay true. Up, then back down. Wow. So up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Down 27 points now. Can't decide the direction it wants to go. It's going up by 28 points and now down by 26. Got a little over a minute on this opening 5-minute candle. See where we finish up. Definitely indecisive. Overall, that short signal that fired 5 minutes before the bell so far has been good. Though that pullback actually would have been above there. But now we're coming right back up, and with a minute to go, we're in doji land, where everything's always equal. Doji land. And we might see a bit of a slow day today. Obviously the market likes to wait for FOMC. FOMC. I don't know why I say it wrong. But I think I'm going to try and get them to change it. So we're down 18 points now on this 5-minute candle. Let's see where we close. We close in 5 seconds. So we end up closing down 21 points and then quickly burst down in here. And then this next candle. Wow, look at this move here. As soon as that 5-minute candle closed, we burst down by another 20 points. And going fast. Look at that. So now from the open, we are down about 50 points all of a sudden, out of nowhere. So let's go look at everything else. CNQ, that went beautiful short. See it continuing to just grind down on ES as well, of course. Gold coming down, crude coming down. Crude's already over a full point off its high. Gold trying to pop back up there. UltraBond doesn't care. Oh, wow. Look at that move on natural gas. Beautiful move down. Wow. Holy heck. Give me a second. I need to check natural gas. Oh, my God. That just made a lot of people, natural gas, anyone who's holding natural gas short, they're wow. That's 1,700 ticks off that short signal. That's a $17,000 move in an hour and a half. Let me make sure I'm right on that. Yep. It's about 16. Okay, 1,607 ticks times $10 a tick. $16,000 on that move down. Natural gas just totally lost it. Look at this. That's some move. Look at this is the daily chart. Look at that. Hasn't been this low since May. Yeah, that's just. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could reverse, obviously, but I haven't. There hasn't been a candle this big in on a daily candle in a long, long, long time, if ever. It's pulling back some now. You can see it's actually almost hit that fourth Bollinger, so it's gonna pull back some, I would assume. Wow. Yeah. Right. Any of these short signals would have made somebody rich. So anyway, NQ still trying to slowly grind down. The low of this move now is 67. ES just hit 3760, bopping back up some. Excuse me a second. Give me 1 second here. Crude trying to pop back up. Sorry about that little interruption. One day I want to be brave enough to trade natural gas because this would make. I mean, not this is a an amazing move here, but you can see here. I mean, it made a similar, albeit smaller, move back here just last week. This was 1,200 ticks, $12,000. And look at the way those bands expanded. So, anyway, NQ continues to grind down. Hot bear summer. It's a good question. Let me look at Financial Juice and see if there's anything there. And then I'll check Twitter. Natural gas. Let's see what we go to here. Oh, yep, I found it. Freeport, one of the largest U.S. plants exporting liquefied natural gas, exploded on Wednesday. Freeport represents a critical piece of infrastructure in Europe's divestment from Russian oil, yet this story is almost nowhere in the mainstream news. So apparently this news is just getting out because it happened last week. But wait, why would a plant exploding cause the price to go down? That doesn't make sense. That don't make sense. Oh, U.S. natural gas futures plunge 15%. Okay, Freeport says they'll be back online. Back online in about 90 days. So apparently last week it went up because of the explosion, and now because they say they'll be back online in 90 days, it just shot back down. Seems kind of reactionary. Yeah, I don't know, but RJ. Uh, Freeport LNG says that its plant hit by fire last week won't resume full operations until late 2022, with partial operations perhaps resuming in 90 days. U.S. natural gas crashes 15% at the Freeport LNG terminal closure, but European natural gas jumped 20%. So I don't understand why European natural gas goes up and U.S. natural gas comes down. Someone's going to need to explain that to me. Meanwhile, we're bleeding on the indices. Algo going wild. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where we've been. Think I'll get a recording contract any point soon. Anyway, NQ down to almost down to 11,300. ES is down to 37.51. Awesome, Mr. G. We just hit below 300. Remember yesterday's low? I think we're getting near it. You think I would remember this stuff, but I did only talk about it an hour ago. 11,285 is yesterday's low. We just hit 11,295 and bounced back up by 20 points. But we are nearing yesterday's low, and once again, yesterday's low was our lowest low since November of 2020. So see, strong move down. I should have taken this short on the 15 minute. I mean, on the 5 minute. Crude coming back up, trying to reclaim 123. Gold's just resting. Resting gold. Hey, John, how you doing? Uh, yep. ES did take out overnight lows. We're at a low of the session. Its low of yesterday was 37.35. In the year 37.35. We got down to 37.47 here. So not as close to yesterday's lows as NQ. How is John? How's FTMO today? Crude reclaimed 123 easily, trying to get back up to its high of the day. Beautiful long signal there. I got to start studying crude more to start getting more confident in these signals on crude because they seem to be working where they cross that moving average.
Nice job, John. I'm down slightly today. One bad trade, one good trade. Good trade wasn't as good as the bad trade was bad. And we're all salivating over this $12,000 move on natural gas. Up crude. Up to 123.54. Another new high of the day, which is another new high since March. Remember, our March highs could soon be in jeopardy here. We hit 130.50 on March 7th. You can see we have not been this high since 2 days after that when we had the big fall, March 9th. So there are talks that people think we might hit 150. Kind of scary. Well, let them know that, John. Tell them that, your future is more important than whatever they got going on. Yeah, we've tried to pop up here, but we're going back into short signal territory right at 11,300. Right there at 37.52. So the low of this move, like I said, was 95. I'm hesitant about doing this short here if the signal sticks. And it did stick there just because we're going into support at both 95 and 85. Oh, do you want him to burn his boat so you can get the insurance money and live off that for a while? Insurance fraud is not a joke, people. And we do not condone that. Just kidding. So there's the move through 300. Well, nope. Hit 299. We're just going to watch. Yeah, I know that is. Gold coming down as well now? Wow, again, I'm glad I did not take that short signal there. Another bounce off of 300 all the way back up to 350.
Long signal firing on the indices now, but we have these downtrending bands. I mean, this is a quick pop up. 4 candles sold, come up 67, 70 points. So now we get to see whether or not I should have taken this or not. I was right about not taking that short. Excellent job, Matt. And so far I was right not to take that long signal. Two little red candles there. All's quiet all of a sudden. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting in queue. Let's go see what agriculture's doing because it's giving me signals. Nice little long signal there. Nice little long signal there. But they're all topsy-turvy. Copper pulling back. Pound would have been a great trade. It's been getting pounded for a while. Gold continues to move down. UltraBond just continues to kind of be sideways. Crude, of course, continues to head up. Natural gas is trying to figure out what it's doing now. BTC holding 22,000. Give me a minute. Someone wants a screenshot of natural gas. It's like, why don't they just tune into this stream? Boop, 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 boop. So we'll get them that. boom, boom. Yep. So maybe I should have taken that long. Honestly, and my mistake here was put that to the side here. Can you all see my mistake? Besides just not taking it. So it came here, and like I said, I expected kind of the pullback, and it did. It pulled back. You know, if I got in here at 73, when it came down to 55, that would have stopped me out. You see how it touched that line and then went up? Once I saw that green candle, I should have jumped in right here. This is a 20-point candle, 16-point candle, 8-point candle. So this is going up 72 to 21. This is going up 50 points if I would have jumped in after it hit that line and bounced back up. So that was my mistake. Oftentimes you see this. You can especially see how it's doing this. Up, down, up, down, up. Nice little zigzag. And that was perfect. Each time it did the little pullback, it was a smaller pullback. I gotta get better at that. I just gotta stare at it and watch for moves like that because that was perfect. Just like, this ended up being a perfect short signal back here. Now, this was right before the bell, so that's why I didn't. But even if I had stayed in through the bell, or even sit here, right here, this was 2 minutes after the bell, wicked up through that EMA line, and then you can see once it did that, it came down. Here was another touch of it, came down. Those all would have been good entries. But here in 16 minutes, we've gone from the low of 295 hitting a high of 426. So 131 points in 16 minutes. Still grinding up.
Everybody got so quiet. Crude's squeezing big time now. It hasn't moved much in the last 20 minutes. If there's a move down on the ES and Q, they're sending short signals, but still slightly up trend. Well, actually, ES has gone blue. Oh, have a blue. Sorry. And right now, ES is almost as jumpy as NQ is. A little bit after 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Stream for another hour or so, a little less probably. Couple more things to test out today after the stream. More recommendations from William. Still a profitable trade there, RJ? We're bouncing here now. Looks like off the band. Not band. Line. Band line. Band line. And back down. So just kind of hanging here on this EMAs, both ES and NQ. Gold made another move down there, down to 1816. Low of the day was about 1809 on the first candle. Interesting to see if gold continues to fall as well. Up. So this sent me that second short. So if I jumped in there, that 388 popped back up to 414, which would have knocked me out. But now second short here, it's already down 15 points, and I didn't take it. I should have. I was thinking about taking ES there, and I didn't. So once again, I mean, I just and that actually, and see, this was stupidity on my part. Stupidity. Why? Is exactly what I'm looking for. Look at that. Almost a perfect middle of that candle is exactly what I'm looking for when it sends a signal and the candle is crossing that line, making it turn colors or just recently turned color. And this would have been a quick 15 points. 20. It would have actually went 20 points, but 10 to 15 point scalp would have been beautiful. This was stupid on my part, not to grab that. You can see how this candle also would have been good for that same reason. Though, like we talked about, that pullback and the better candle with the bounce. And it's still coming down. So this would have been, yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Excellent job, G. Word. Awesome. So you can see it was definite stupidity on my part for not taking this trade right here. Why? It's the exact opposite of the same trade. Up, pull back, up. Down, pull back, down. These are the mirror images of one another. I mean, yeah, this one had a little bit, had more candles, whatever. But up, pull back, up. Down, pull back, down. But we're calling a move back up a pullback, but you get the picture. And now came right down to those uptrending bands. Didn't touch them, but we had the bounce. I make this stuff too hard. Honestly. And it came up, hit that band. Why do I keep calling it a band? Line. EMA line. Line. It's a line. Line in the sand. Not a line in the band. Anyway. And then bounces down almost 30 points. And continuing down. So, was this our top for the day? I don't know. Did not, obviously it did not get up to this level. We saw this 455 right before the open. Came down, up, lower high there. Actually, we're seeing kind of a series of lower highs. 476 back here, 455 back here, 437 back here. Now, in order for this to get to be a lower low, it's going to need to almost hit yesterday's low. But it's getting some velocity. Maybe not. Well, yes, no, it's very bouncy. Yep. Up. Have a great day, RJ. A little bouncy, bouncy, bounce. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I have about 45 minutes left. If you haven't hit that like button yet, that thumbs up, I would appreciate if you do so. The YouTube algorithm likes it. It helps the channel grow. About 2.5 months to my 1 year anniversary of streaming. Would love to be at or near 1,000 subscribers by then. So hitting that like button really helps. Remember, I do stream every morning, 7:30 Eastern, and every evening on Sharevision. They're a startup company that's trying to become the YouTube of finance. Stream there every evening for a couple hours, starting at 7:45 Eastern. Love to have you join me over there as well. Oh, wow. So some ugly looking charts there on agriculture. But this soybean meal would have been nice. I don't know, looking like we're heading down on agriculture. Uh, I want to start trading a more. I take an agriculture trade occasionally. Took a loss on corn 2 weeks ago. Occasionally, will trade hogs, and I've had some success with soybean oil in the past. So, but I mean, it's not something. My, I need to, I want to start looking at it more. It has, smaller tick values, so I kind of like that, less risk in a trade. But yeah, that's something I do often, but something I probably should look at more. Yep, here we go. We just broke a new daily low in NQ. Can we get down to below yesterday's lows? Yeah, Mr. G. I don't have any account that I can swing trade. I can only day trade. Eventually, I'll like an account that I can day trade some things, but I have no money for that right now. Hopefully in the future. One day I'm going to burp like that and we're going to not be muted. Excellent job, Mr. G. Yep, it is. NQ just came down to 292 again. They're bouncing right before they get to their lows uh, from yesterday. Hello, Trade Golf. Welcome. Right now I'm trading an evaluation. I do have a funded Trader Career Path account with Earn to Trade, but it's $25 away from its drawdown. Now I do need to make a trade on it sometime soon and just trying to figure out. I'm looking at YM. I'm going to go in NYM, and like this would have been a great signal. So I need to concentrate on that one day. But right now I'm trading an evaluation, a 75K Gauntlet Mini with Earn to Trade. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Crude trying to pop up. So we're hanging right above 300 after another touch down below 300. CES trying to point south again as well. Going down, down, down. I need more songs. I've used that one too often. So FOMC tomorrow. I don't know. Still trying to decide if I want to do an all-day stream. I'm kind of hesitant to do the 10-10 lately now because I've gotten burned the last 2 times. But think about it. Micros get more slippage, but maybe I'll do it with a micro or two. Crude popping back up. Hopping, stopping, popping like a rabbit. High of the day, which was the high since March. 123.63 on crude. About 25 points from that. So someone recommended I use a triangular moving average, which I honestly never heard of. So I'm gonna, while we're not really accomplishing anything here right now, I'm gonna look at that. Triangular moving average bands. Actually comes with its own bands? It does. Huh. Okay, we'll check that out after stream because I'm not gonna try and do it during stream. But that's an interesting approach. Let's see it. So we'll try that out. Crude right back down. Gold continuing to grind down. Sending another short signal. Low over here is 18.13.3. We're about a point ahead of that. About, a point above that. Somewhere here I have a gold chart. But by the time I find it, it's gonna pass me by. Pass me by.
Be interesting. We can see break it low of the day. Or we just broke low of the day. I mean low of yesterday, which was 285. We see 285. There we go. Break of the low of yesterday. So we're now down lower than any point since November of 2020. Gold bounced. 37.35 is the low of yesterday. So ES did not hit that same low. CNQ kind of bounced back up to 303. Bitcoin struggling to hold on to 22,000. Just no big, nice big candle there. 24 up, heading that demand zone that Mr. G was talking about. Popped up. Down again to 295. Not really taking any trades here, obviously, but it's just kind of fun to watch right now. It's hard for me to jump into something when it's all one direction. Gold try to pop up a bit. Back above 300. Seem to be ranging in this area now. Gold popping up. That's a looking like a possible good candle there. Yep. Nice big move there. And then Q up 21 points on that candle. Long signal firing on the second candle. Right back down on NQ. Signal did go away. Gold signal would have been good. Y'all are so quiet today. I'm not sure why I'm on Bitcoin. Wrong tab. There we go. So that gold would have been good. Good gold. And there's NQ trying to convince me again it wants to come up. Give me 1 second. I'll get that alert out of the screen. There we go. So obviously gold did not come up. Signal went away. Not gold. NQ, sorry. Gold did come up nicely. Crude coming down. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down in a burning. Tell me to shut up. Big move down there on crude. 17 ticks.
Could have got a point, or actually a little more than a point there on crude. I mean, on gold. Mixing up my tickers today. Ticker mixer. Wow, crude's really dropping all of a sudden. Check news. Remember, coming up at the top of the hour, Biden is speaking on the economy. Gold, short signal, everything's suddenly red. Wow. Everything went red at once. Big move down. 31.1 minute candle there, down to 11, 12, 11, 277. See, crude quickly moved down over 50 ticks. We have now broken yesterday's lows on ES. After that 7 point candle down. Pop back up. Seeing big candles now. 31 points. Now that was 18 points. That's where I start kind of hesitating. Of course, I've been hesitating all day. Long signal trying to fire there on NQ. Curled around, back up. I do kind of like it there. Okay, Crude did the same move, which is kind of odd. Strong candle there, 23 points. Now I'm not liking it as much. Why? Look how quickly we're getting up into those bands. That's a 30-point candle. This is another, like I said, a big candle often will reverse, at least on the next candle. And we're into those bands now. It's actually bending those bands up a little bit. So I was considering taking that. I am not going to now. We'll see what it does. We'll see if it tells me I should have. Smarter than that move up that RJ was talking about earlier. Yep, I should have taken it. Easy 15 points right there. So, and here's why trading is hard. I looked at this as that candle was forming. So let's take the city edge of the screen, right there. And I'm thinking, well, it's going to hit the band. And that's why I was careful. And of course, you see the band easily spreads. When you look back on things like this, you can easily see that this was good trade. But when it's so, like right here, I didn't take this because it hit that third band and then went up. There's lots of instances like this where things, you look back on them and you're like, oh yeah, that's an easy trade. But as you're live, you don't necessarily see it as an easy trade. But as you can see, we've gone up 35, 22 points off that long signal. Now the other thing that could have helped me with that is if I looked over at ES set the long signal in the same candle, but you can see the candle wasn't as up on those bands. See, this looks like a much better, entry than this, but ES and NQ ride together most of the time. I would say 95% of the time. I don't know. I'm not really sure the percentages for me. I don't like making up stats, but so looking at this, I would have been much more comfortable in that trade. So I should have been comfortable in this trade since I would have expected them to do almost the same thing. But I could have just traded ES as well, and ES went up like 6 or 7 points. And that would have been a nice, move. Crude made the same move through the line. I could have got 16 to 20 ticks out of that. And gold made the similar move, the opposite direction. I could have got a point and a half out of that. So 4 opportunities there, 0 trades makes me an idiot.
pull back here. So we got up to 381. Remember, just 10 minutes ago we were down below. We were at 281. So quick 100-point rise. Gold, gold, trying to come back up. Gold. So we're about 5 minutes away from the end of the stream. Kind of a dud today. That's okay. That's eventually these streams will become more exciting as I take more trades. I'm just a little skittish right now. $19-point candle there. So is it going to try and come right back down after hitting, what did we hit? 383. Well, there's a short signal. Turning that line blue, went away. Now I got the hiccups. Okay, hiccups are gone. So tomorrow, FOMC meeting at 2 p.m. I may decide to stream all day if there's interest. I may not. We'll see. See how I'm feeling, see how things are going, see kind of work I get done today. I'm actually earning money, all that fun stuff.
Gold's in a short signal there, but you can see we've been hanging around this EMA line for a while, not really getting any definite direction. Everything's kind of flat-ish right now. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. NQ came up 100 points in 10 minutes, so and ES came up 30 points, but kind of stalled now. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. We're not doing anything now, so I think we're going to call it here for the day. I ended up down $85. I don't know if I'll trade anymore today, but we'll see about it. We're back on Sharevision tonight, 7:45 Eastern. Come trade the Asia market with me there. Or just come watch me trade. Or just follow me there. I'm getting a short signal there on NQ. Now see, there's that move again. Down, slightly up, and down. And back up. So, okay. We'll see how this turns out, but I'm going to call it for the day. Hope everyone has a great day. And hope you'll join me either tonight on Sharevision or tomorrow on YouTube, FOMC Day. Maybe the official start of Hot Bear Summer. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'd love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on Sharevision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r/oxmarkettrading. Have a great day.